Helping Helpers, Episode 4. Today we're going to go help out at a charity raffle draw. This draw took place around Christmas, which is, in my opinion, the holiday with the most spirit of giving. And so, in my opinion, I think it's great for helpers to have such a fun time with each other, while also being able to win prizes and in general have a really relaxed, enjoyable time. So, let's take a draw. Now, I wouldn't say I'm the most proficient at math or organization or logistic tasks as a 14-year-old, but I think that's the most I can be doing as well for this charity draw. And so the whole afternoon, I was just recording down the names, the contact numbers, as well as the lottery numbers of each prize winner. And I think definitely that was the most enriching and fulfilling way for me to help these helpers out on a random winter break afternoon. So, let's get to work. At first, it seemed like I would never get through all of the prize winners. It was one person after another, after another, after another. However, that's the essence of it, isn't it? As someone who's aspiring to work in fields of law which require you to be on your toes every single moment and focusing on what's going on as well and taking notes in your mind, it was really ideal for me to have this experience in such a fast-paced environment that truly tests my focusing skills as well as my attention span. And what was even better was that I actually got to meet all these different types of people and listen to them and actually hear about their stories after the draw was over. And I think that's what I truly enjoy about these activities, meeting new people, listening to their stories, and thinking about how it could inspire my own stories in the future. There was a helper working with me as well, and what I really enjoyed about that experience was that we were able to talk about so many things. She complimented me on my nails, and we talked about where to get press-ons and gel nails, and then we started talking about things like how her employer was doing, what I was learning about in school, and how she found the transition from working in the Philippines to coming to Hong Kong was. In general, I was able to know her on a much deeper level and also learn about her story, which I really love as a prospecting writer. However, there was one thing that truly made me take off my headphones and listen to the world around me. Even though all the helpers seemed really grateful and happy for the gifts they received, many of them were actually basic necessities like having a towel or having free passes to eat food. At the same time, some of these gifts, like having basic stationery, were actually things that a lot of my friends and classmates could afford without needing these raffle draws. And that was what truly made me start to wonder. Why was there a difference in treatment between two different people? Because of their ethnicity, even though they were just two people at the end. We're all humans after all, aren't we? And I think that was the purpose of the whole activity. So what did I learn? Well, even though it was a really fun, festive, and lighthearted activity for me, and it definitely made my afternoon so much more fun than if I had just stayed at home and studied, I think in general it really allowed me to understand a lot of the deeper issues in Hong Kong, especially relating to migrants and social equality. Why are migrants treated so differently in Hong Kong and sometimes discriminated to the point where some of the rewards that they receive are actually basic necessities and things that most Hong Kongers don't really see as rewards? Maybe it's because us as Hong Kongers have always thought that the government might help us out and some new policies might help us out, but in the end, without the support of the people, this all just becomes empty words and no actions. It's time that we take out our earplugs that we plugged in ourselves and listen to the helpers, listen to what they say and what they ask for, because sometimes it's truly as simple as just getting some extra pencils or stationery or even a book to read in their free time. And then we can truly help them out and make sure the government takes action as well with new policies, because isn't that the point of the law, to protect those who are silenced? And in the meantime, us as civilians can just try and help these helpers out by listening to them and raising awareness for their stories as well. Because after all, every helper has the ability to do what us as Hong Kongers can do as well. We've done so much, and I believe that helpers are actually part of what we've accomplished as well, and so I definitely think we should be treating them equally. Even though this raffle draw was definitely a pretty fun activity for me, and it allowed me to meet so much more people, it also showed me something really beautiful, more beautiful than any piece of artwork. What I found truly inspiring was that even though the rewards the helpers received weren't exactly big prizes that us as Hong Kongers would see them as, they were still super happy and grateful for everything they got, and they would smile for their friends and laugh with them as well even when they didn't receive any rewards. And so that's definitely what I thought pushed these helpers through and made them more determined to persevere through all their struggles. Even though I admit they shouldn't be facing these struggles in the first place, definitely having that spirit of kindness and gratitude will be able to get you through anything. So just like how a newspaper spreads information, let's spread warmth and kindness around to everyone, and at the same time raise awareness to make sure that these helpers don't need to face such struggles again.